Scorpio, to your September 5th through the 11th reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay. Let's get in here and see what's going on with you. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, all the information is in the description area under each and every one of these videos. Okay, let's see. Best message for the beautiful Scorpio in September. We have the Emperor coming out, talking about taking on some authority moves. I do feel like, you know, in the beginning of September, you guys are going to definitely be in this place of practicality. I do feel like you're going to ground yourself, that you are feeling like you are on this major place of focus. Focusing on your stability, on your leadership, keeping yourself grounded and disciplined. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Kind of feels like, you know, you might have some competition going on, whether it's competition in the job site, some kind of rivalry, some kind of conflict. Somebody wants to make some kind of disagreement with you, and that could be making you want to stand your ground a little bit more, want to put yourself into this place of authority. Could even be a boss that, you know, is trying to be over controlling about the situation, and you're just trying to keep your stable footing in the job, right? Because maybe you have a coworker that's, you know, starting some crap or something. But however it is, it's just about you maintaining a lot of control as you are shifting into this new area over here and going through this completion. There's a lot of accomplishment over here. You do have the World to the Six of Wands. So it's talking about this completion and this accomplishment, which I do believe is why you are going through this Emperor stage, actually, right? It's like this taking on boss modes. Boss mode, boss moves. You're going to be in this place where you're going to really want to save money right now and be more frugal with your money. You may have been having a rough time when it comes to financial loss, and trying to get yourself back into this place of security. And a lot of times, you know, that's, once again, there's that Emperor as well. And maybe your boss has also cut back on your wages, and maybe you feel like you have to, you know, save money. Maybe you know. Also feel like for some of you, there's some kind of double standard at work that's going on, where you kind of feel like you're like overworked and, you know, and maybe underpaid, or you're working way too hard. You know, they expect too much from you. And it just feels like, okay, right, but maybe they need to pay me more, right? Because I'm literally underpaid. That's really what it feels like. Working too hard, underpaid. There's this place right now in the beginning of the month, also around the 5th, maybe the 5th or the 6th, where you're just going to really start feeling like you are kind of not seeing the clarity to a situation that you would actually like to have more clarity to. So I do feel like there is something there that it's kind of like, it was spilled milk. I do have the Two of Cups behind me, but I just cannot see how I'm going to work my way through this situation. I do feel like this is with a different person. I do feel like this is actually a different scenario. It's kind of like two different scenarios going on in the beginning of the month. And it literally, maybe it is like with a coworker or something, but it kind of feels like it might be a little bit different. There it is, though, having to speak your truth to the situation and needing an honest outcome from this situation. I think that somebody is lying to you about a situation, and I think that you just want an honest answer, right? But instead, they're pulling away from you. They're not wanting to talk. This could be definitely a relationship, a very good friendship, a love situation, one that you've been putting all the hard work into, but you're not seeing any rewards from this situation. It looks like you were, starting at the end of the month, starting to get back to maybe this happy place with this person, but then they started retreating from you and started taking the back seat. Almost because it's almost like they didn't want to have to talk about this situation. They rather kind of sweep it underneath the rug type of scenario than actually speak about it. So it almost feels like where you were making progress at the end of the month coming into the beginning of the month, I think that maybe you thought, cool, we're going to make some progress here. We're going to actually be able to, put this behind us. They'll tell me the truth about this situation. Everything's going to be cool. But they didn't. They're not going to. They're absolutely not going to. If anything, they feel like it's becoming to the point where you want the answer and they don't want to tell the answer. Nah, they don't want to talk about it. And for some of them, they think that this is something that's from the past that should not be talked about. Like, we just need to not speak of this. Okay, we don't need to speak of this. There just does not need to be. Nope. And it does feel like it's a love situation. This could be with a Pisces, a Gemini, Taurus, Cancer. So let's see. So yeah, you got the money on the one side, and over here it just really feels like this is a relationship. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. It literally could be best friend, or so it could be platonic. Get ghosted. So it does feel like they're going to, they're ghosted though, they're taking that back seat. Do I really feel though 100 that they're going to completely 100% ghost you? No, I think it's more like ignoring you on the situation. I do not want to talk about this. So I'm leaving suddenly. So it's kind of like, okay, let's say that during the weekend they're at your house and all of a sudden you're bringing this up, and then all of a sudden they're like abruptly get up and leave the situation. Do you see what I'm saying? They get up, abruptly leave the kitchen, right? Oh, nope, got to go help my friend do this. Oh, nope, car broke. I got to go do that, or got to go work on the car, or you see what I'm saying? So it's like they have some kind of excuse to get out of the situation, and that's the way they're going to ghost the situation. But I don't really feel like they're 100% going to ghost you. That might, for some of you, that might happen, right? You're going to say, no, they literally did. But I don't see that. It's more like you left this situation hanging. You left me hanging. You're not getting to this. I thought we were going to get past this situation, but they're not. Trust signs. Paying attention to the red flags over here. And it almost feels like you might be texting them, telling them, hey, did you receive my message? Hey, why'd you leave me hanging? I thought we were talking about something. And they're saying, nope. Nope, they're using some kind of hidden agenda. They're like, no, we're not speaking of this. And it could even be a third-party situation. I want everybody to know that, too. They might be sneaking around, and maybe you want the answer. Manipulation. Hidden motivations. No matter what it is, it feels like they were getting ready to let the cat out of the bag, and then they completely pulled away. Let's get to your money, honey. Over here, you do have leadership. Going back to the money area really quick. It says you're stepping into a role as a leader. You're ready. There you are as the emperor. Once again, confirming that's just your confirmation that you are in emperor mode. There is some gossip going around. Like I said, this could be within the workplace over here, having some kind of gossip, some kind of conflict going on within this situation. There's some buzz about what you're doing right now. Oh, did you see what, right? Did you see what Scorpio's doing? What are they doing? And it's just like, shh, you're on a lucky path. You've got the four-leaf clover over here. The actions you take now will lead to abundant success and prosperity. Nice. And it is super unexpected when it comes to your money over here. So I do like that. You're coming up. It does feel like it's a little slow, but otherwise it feels like it's okay. I mean, look, you always say, man, what's the buzz? The buzz of luck. Did you see what happened? Do you see that they're getting money? Do you see the clients that are coming in for them? You're all about the word over here, right? And if it's a love situation, let's grab a card over here on this love. Find Scorpio's love for the beginning of the month. Find, relax, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Dreams, look to your dreams. They hold the answers that you seek. Ooh. Unseen, love can be blind. Ensure you are not overlooking red flags. No, that was that one, wasn't it? Hideaway, I'm sorry guys, I can't see that. Time, that's what it is. Time to be with your person, create your own special hideaway. Okay, so two different kinds of different messages going on over here, and then at the bottom we do have sacrifice, which I do feel goes next to that unforeseen. Okay, so it's love may come with many sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Okay, and see what your person is thinking of you. Grab a couple cards on each stack. I'm giving 2 stacks because this doesn't have to be love. Remember, this could be platonic. So this could be love. This could be your love. So 2 different areas of love. I wonder what would happen if we joined forces. Secret. Yeah, don't tell me you can get a secret. There are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. Yeah. I could talk to you for hours and hours. Conversation. Taken. Don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to someone else. Ouch. And unaware, I've been showing my lack of interest, but you're ignoring all the signals. So you guys, you know which one it is. Okay, and until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.